So you may have heard of Binance's recent decision to ban or restrict US traders from their platform, and you're like, what the heck is going on? Well, in this video, I'm going to answer all of your questions about their announcement, why they're doing this, what the restrictions are going to be, what are your options, and what's going to happen to BNB and all the altcoins on Binance. So if you're a US-based Binance trader, or you just use Binance in general, then this video may be super helpful for you, and then all you have to do is just keep on watching. Hi everyone, I'm Kevin from Bitcoin for Beginners. We're all about learning with no frills nor fluff. So if you want to join us on this educational journey, then all you have to do is smash that like button, subscribe down below, hit that notification bell, and let's get started. So the announcement came a couple weeks ago, and basically on September 12th, 2019, Binance.com will block US traders. So if your account is associated or identified as being from the US, you cannot trade, deposit, withdraw, or access your wallet. And they are going to launch a separate US compliant exchange. The date is still to be determined. Binance.org, which is their decentralized exchange, will also block US IP addresses, and this was announced even earlier at the beginning of June. But the DEX is still available via supported wallets, and also if you use the VPN. So why are they even doing this? Because Binance gets so much of their business from the US, right? Well, because they aim to be fully compliant worldwide. Remember how the US doesn't let exchanges trade securities? And so if you're an exchange and you let people trade securities, you may be hit with hefty fines or forced to shut down. So they want to build a US compliant exchange, which is a legal alternative for US customers. And this is born out of their recent partnership with BAM Trading, which already has US licenses from FinCEN. Their motivation behind all these moves is because of a legal concern of serving US customers, like I stated earlier. Other exchanges, not only Binance's, have made similar moves in the past few months, kind of restricted various services like Bittrex, Poloniex, and Bancor. So let's talk about the separate exchange just for us US traders. It's going to be like Huobi's strategy and how they have a Huobi US versus a Huobi Global. And the US company shares the Huobi brand and its technology, but it's not controlled by it. It's technically separate. BAM Trading is a similar role in the US for Binance. It's a separate company operating under the Binance license, and CZ will effectively not have control over this entity. It uses the same technology as Binance, the same matching engine and wallet technology, and target launch date will be somewhere in September 2019, or at least that's what they said, and it's going to be close to when the ban goes active, so people can potentially seamlessly move over from Binance.com to the new US trading platform. And so what about US users? What will happen to them? First, we already cannot register or verify with Know Your Customer processes on Binance.com. Existing US users will also be banned from depositing or trading from September 12th. Unverified accounts could be forced to KYC. So basically you have to prove that you're not from the US. If you're not, that's all good. But if you are, you'll be blocked. And funds won't be seized. You'll still be able to withdraw them, but you just won't be able to do other functions like trading or so forth. The Seifu fund is also not going to be for Binance US. It's only for Binance.com, but they can technically start one too. A big question is also that which coins are going to be on Binance US platform. We do not know the answer to this question as of right now. And we also are not sure if BNB will be on there initially, but it stands to reason that it's going to be a huge priority for them to try to get that on there if they deem it likely for that not to be a security. So what are some alternative options for Binance US users? You can use a VPN to continue to access Binance.com, just unverified, or Binance DEX. You can use Binance DEX via various wallets like Trust Wallet, Atomic Wallet, Math Wallet, Infinite Wallet, Coin-on-Me Wallet, and more. Some altcoins that are on Binance.com are also available on other US compliant exchanges like Coinbase, Kraken, and so forth. And you can also trade BNB on KuCoin. Some altcoins are also available on decentralized exchanges, so you can still access them there even if you can't on Binance.com anymore. Or you can also just use Binance US exchange when it launches. So a big question that someone brought up is what will happen to Binance's alts? Because US traders are the largest customer base on Binance.com. We make up 15% of the whole user base. And we provide a lot of liquidity to coins on Binance, as you may imagine. So alt prices may drop when demand and liquidity decreases by them restricting US customers like this, especially if access to those coins aren't available on US compliant exchanges. So this is the most prevailing theory. Like, this theory could happen, but there's also many other factors, and the effect is going to be different for different types of coins. So let's take a look at all the alts available on Binance and what will happen to them. This is from a tweet Remy Goomba made this. You can check it out in the link at the bottom of the slide. But basically, they did a coverage of what alts are available on Binance and if they're available on other exchanges like Coinbase, Bitfinex, Poloniex, eToro, and so forth. And you can see the X's mean that they're also available, but some of them are not available anywhere besides Binance.com. So it stands to reason that those are going to be heavily impacted when Binance makes this move in September. So let's dig a little bit deeper into that. If it's not available on US compliant exchanges, likely to lose a lot of liquidity like HOT, Link, Nano, VET, and Binance IEOs. It's more likely to suffer in price because it's going to be hard for US investors to access and add to that liquidity. Some altcoins are going to be available on only one remaining exchange. The ones I listed above are available on none. The one remaining exchange ones are BNB, ARK, BitTorrent, IOTA, PivX, and Zilliqa. But there are some alts that probably won't be affected much, and these are the ones that are super established and available on 4+ exchanges like XRP, Dash, Stellar Lumens, Ethereum Classic, 0x, and Zen. These are less likely to lose liquidity, and also remaining exchanges that offer these coins could see increased liquidity because people can no longer buy them or trade them on Binance. Of course, this all depends heavily on Binance US when it launches and what coins it will have initially. If it has a lot of these coins, it may not be a problem, but chances are they won't, and they're going to start with a small subset. So what are some final thoughts? Well, access to Binance alts may be more difficult temporarily for US traders. But with VPN, decentralized exchanges, and other US compliant exchanges, maybe those could make up some of that lost liquidity. So how long is it between the September 12th ban and the launch date of the US exchange? That makes a huge difference. And which alts will be listed? Probably the ones on other US compliant exchanges. Those can be listed initially on the Binance US exchange, or others depending on how likely the SEC is going to classify that as a security. But this could be seen as a big opportunity for DEXs in general. Geo-blocking is happening more and more for exchanges, and DEXs will be needed to meet that unserved demand. So usage on DEXs leads to more liquidity, leads to more users. It's a cycle that's going to help them out more and more. Also, if you just think about it, it's going to be harder for beginners in the United States to get alts because DEXs are hard to use. Some of those other options are pretty hard to use. It was super easy during the last alt season for people to buy from Binance, right? But this time around, if and when alt season comes, it won't be nearly that easy. And so a lot of people are going to be missed out. Retail interest is going to be tempered. It may make it hard for alt seasons to come back at all. Thank you for watching. What do you think? Hopefully this helped you out if you're a Binance US trader or if you're just a big user of BNB and other Binance altcoins. Let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments below. If you have any questions, I'm going to answer them for sure. This is Kevin. Let me know what else you want us to cover on Bitcoin for beginners, and I will catch you guys next time.